What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dolo J back with another video, man. And game one of the Western Conference Finals has concluded. OKC beats the Timberwolves 114 to 88. SGA, he had 31 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals. J-Dub had 19 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals. Chet Holmgren had 15 points, 7 rebounds. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, Randall had 28 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. Edwards had 18 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. And yeah, man, OKC Thunder basically just dominated the second half of this game. In the beginning part of the game, the Wolves were hitting their threes. They went 5 for 11 in the first quarter. Um, yeah, that's right, 5 for 11 in the first quarter. They was up 3 after 1. They was doing their thing, but it was just turnovers. They had 6 turnovers in the quarter. I believe they may have had, actually they had 7 turnovers in the quarter. Excuse me, but OKC was able to, hang in there with the free throws. I believe OKC shot 11 free throws in the first quarter, and the Timberwolves may have only shot 1 if they shot any in the first quarter. And then the second quarter, Randall was getting it going. Ant tweaked his ankle at the beginning of, not the beginning, but at the end of the first. And it kind of didn't look like he was going to come back. So Randall was just basically doing his thing, man. Doing his thing. And I really like how Shea was staying aggressive, right? iHeart really in the first half was really like their main thing. Shea, he was getting to the free throw line and he was just basically just putting fouls on everybody. Like McDaniels, Randall, Edwards, like he was just attacking and being very, very aggressive. And for the most part, I thought it was going to be an even game going in the half. The Wolves were up 48 to 44, if I'm not mistaken. And I just thought this was really going to be a good game. But, man, oh, man, that third quarter, like, it was first, maybe 3-4 minutes. It was back and forth, but I really think the tide of the game really changed when Dante DiVincenzo, he shot an ill-advised three, I want to say, from the left, like, wing almost. And I think the score was tied, and then Thunder came back down. I don't know if it was, I think it was either J-Dub or SGA who came down and hit a bucket. And then from there, it pretty much was just OKC from that point on. The Wolves really went cold in the third quarter. Only having 18 points, giving up 32 points to OKC. I really like how J-Dub came out in the second half. First half, he really only had like 6 points. Yeah, he had 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but he had 4 steals. So, you know what I'm saying? He was, wreaking havoc, causing havoc for, Edwards and Randall. I know a couple times Randall had his back to the basket. It was either Dort or Caruso or somebody like that on him. J-Dub just came and just stole the ball from him. So the Thunder really capitalized off turnovers. Like I said in my previous video, I said that the Thunder were probably going to win game one, and the Wolves, they cannot turn the ball over. Like, they cannot turn the ball over if they want to win this series, because OKC is the best team in the league as far as making you pay off the turnovers. And I don't think really the turnover discrepancy was really that bad. I think maybe Minnesota might have had 5 or 6 more turnovers, but the discrepancy in points off turnovers was crazy. I think Minnesota only had 10. OKC had 28 when I think I seen the graphic come up at the bottom of the screen during the broadcast, but they may have had 4 or 5 more points after that. And you know what I'm saying? The Wolves, the bench didn't play well between Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They had 21 points, but they shot a combined, hold on, give me a second. I know I took it down somewhere. Right, they shot a combined 7 of 36 from the field, 5 of 28 from 3. 3 different people off the bench shot 28 threes. The Wolves as a team shot 51 threes. And OKC only shot 21, but I only counted 19 because the last 2 was basically within the last 2 minutes that really didn't count like that. But yeah. And I think the Wolves shot 80 shots or something like that, and 50, anywhere from 48 to 50 of them were threes. You can't do that. You can't do that. Like, 50 threes is crazy. And OKC, they was getting downhill. They only shot, like I said, 19 threes is what I recorded, to me, as far as like what I counted, but yeah, man, you really can't do that, man. And they wasn't really hitting. And it wasn't like in the first half any team was really hitting like that. Like, both teams were shooting poorly from the field, but it was the fact of the Thunder were getting to the free throw line and turning the Wolves over. They couldn't really get into too much. That and outside of really Julius Randle, I mean Ant did a little something with 18 and 9. But outside Julius Randle, nobody else could really put the ball in the basket consistently for the Wolves. And that was their thing. Like I said, DiVincenzo, Naz Reid, Nickeil Alexander-Walker combined for 7 of 36 from the field. 5 of 28 from 3. Like, they should never shoot 28 threes combined. Never. Like, at most, I would say maybe 16. Something like that. Maybe 15 or something like that. And that, like I said, DiVincenzo shot I know I was talking about one in the third quarter, but I think it was another 3 he shot that was just completely like, what are you doing? Like, it was maybe 14, maybe 15 seconds on the shot clock. Like, run some offense, man. Run some offense. But OKC, in the third quarter, J-Dub came out and did his thing. He had 9 points in that quarter, really just stabilized the Thunder. And then that allowed SGA to basically come out and, finish the quarter off strong, man. Chet was also doing his thing in the second half, really mainly at the beginning of the fourth. He also had 9 key points. And then after that, SGA just came and took over. And another thing that I wanted to point out, right, that I was talking about in my video when I was predicting the series was, I told y'all that Casey Wallace and Alex Caruso is going to, really give Anthony Edwards fits. Like, in the second half, Ant only scored 5 points. 5 points. I think he may have took maybe 2 or 3 shots. I don't even remember him taking 2 or 3 shots in the second half. I'm not going to lie to y'all. And really, with that, it was just the multitude of bodies that the Thunder was throwing. I think they went 11 deep today. Cambridge Williams came in. He was taking the Julius Randle assignment because, like I said, the Thunder really didn't have nobody for him, like, as far as, like, main rotation guys, because they tried to put J-Dub on him. Didn't work. Then they tried to put Lou Dort on him. It kind of... like Lou Dort can handle him as far as like strength wise, but Randle can just shoot right over Lou Dort because Lou Dort, he's 6'4", Randle's 6'9", so yeah, he's just gonna shoot right over the top of him. Not saying that he's not gonna give his best effort, but that was just gonna happen. I also caught the matchups on the other side. I already knew McDaniels and was gonna take Shea. He ended up fouling out with 5 minutes left in the fourth, and it really kind of just hurt him. Like, he had 2 quick baskets. He had the first 5 points. So I kind of figured he was going to get in the rhythm, every now and again. He's good for, a 20-point game here, 25-point game there. I think he had a 30-point game in the playoffs this season. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, man, it kind of messed up his rhythm. Ant picking up 4 fouls combined with the fact of, him rolling his ankle. That kind of took him out of rhythm. So it was really on Julius Randle. Mike Conley shot a whole bunch of shots tonight. I seen Mike Conley shoot more tonight than I probably seen him in the last, 3-4 games. And the Wolves, they got to keep got to keep the turnovers down. Got to get to the free throw line more and shoot less threes, man. Can't be shooting 50 threes, bro. You're not the Celtics, bro. And it didn't even work for them this season. So you can't think the days of teams shooting 53s over with. I think 30 is probably where you want to be at if you're going to be on the higher end 30. But the Thunder just showed you tonight that with 19, 21 threes that you keep get good offense, swing the ball, keep getting downhill, draw fouls. You'll win the game. And the points off turnovers. But I do expect the Wolves to bounce back. I don't expect them to turn the ball over as many times as they did. I expect Ant to be a lot more aggressive next game as well. 18 points. I think he will tell you himself that he played terrible. 4 turnovers and 3 assists. Randle had 5 turnovers and 1 assist. That just shows you that the Wolves were not making shots. They just weren't making shots. And the defense from the Thunder was hounding. Caruso, he came in 9 points. I think he hit 3 threes, but his defense on Edwards, he tried to do a little something with Randle. I think Randle, got the best of him, but he's tailor-made to guard people like Ant, bro. And the Timberwolves are going to have to find a way to run some offense, and probably Ant might have to, play off the ball a little bit more because that's what OKC was doing. And that's how the Wolves were basically, you know, in the game at the beginning, because they were hounding Shea, and eventually J-Dub just said, all right, cool, I'm going to initiate the offense. And that allowed, you know, SGA to conserve some energy, because it's always straining and draining when you have to be picked up 94 feet. You have to turn and turn and turn and turn and back down and bump and all that. Over the course of a game, it's going to wear you down. It's going to wear you down. SGA was 2 of 13 in the first half. He had 11 points, but he was getting to the free throw line. He was 7-9 from the free throw line. So he just stuck with it. Like I said, I think he was 8 of 14 in the second half. So, you know what I'm saying, that J-Dub being aggressive, Chet doing his thing, Caruso hitting shots, it really just opened up the floor. Lu Dort hit a 3 in the fourth quarter. So, yeah. But I expect the Wolves to bounce back. I said the Thunder was going to win game one. They won game one. So we'll see how that goes. I'll see y'all after the game tomorrow night. Eastern Conference Finals game one. Until next time, man. Peace.